doing, Carl?
Crawling in the hole. Hello and welcome back to Zeke's Garage. I just got an Amazon delivery with a couple of little things I needed for the 46. Let's get them installed. Here they are. This is the battery lockdown tab, and this is a negative battery cable to hook the battery up onto the firewall there where I moved it to. Alright guys, I put the battery in it. This guy goes in with this ridge. Wow, looks like either way it's kind of ambidextrous, so we're gonna stick it in there. Oh, it doesn't look like this battery has the mount like the other batteries do, the little wedge in them for this thing, because it's back as far as I can get it. And I don't think this thing's gonna, this bolt's long enough, we might be able to see what we can get here, but and of course it's 10 millimeter. Why wouldn't it be metric, right? Boy, my Craftsman wrench is junk, ain't it? Yeah, let's get a socket. Oh, that's got her in there pretty dang good, I'd say. Nice. Okay. Positive there, negative here. It's gray. That's weird, isn't it? That showed it black on Amazon, but I guess you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, huh? I'll route this down the same way as the positive. And I think I'll just hook it back on the trans where the original ground was. So we'll hook that on and tighten her down. Oh, the eyeball didn't fail me. Okay. That's on there good. We'll wait to hook up the positive. And I'll run down and hook up the other side of the ground. We need a good ground connection. So, you know, bare metal instead of 80 years of grease and gunk is in order. Okay, cool. Now our guys right here, we still have some flop, which is good. Put the bolt through it. Look at that, I don't even have to enlarge the hole. Amazing things are happening. Sweet. Alright, that should get us a good ground. Alright, we're back up top for our power cable now. And you gotta be careful tightening this one up because there's this awesomely placed rod here. It's like the old Jeep CJs have. So you just go slow, be careful. Try not to weld yourself to the ground. Alright, and we're good. She's mounted good and hooked up. That should be golden. Alright guys, it's way past time. Been stalling for a couple of weeks. Time to get an axle under the front of this truck. I'm going to get the torch and the pry bars out, and we're going to do what we can to remove the end of that passenger side frame rail and see what I can do to get the springs under this thing. So follow along.
Okay, well, welcome back to Zeke's garage. Today, working on the 46 again. What you doing, Carl?
Crawling in the hole. We're gonna position some springs and get them in place there. I've got the plumb bob here, so we can line it up on the center of the axle, on the, well, center of the spring where the axle is gonna live, I guess, is exactly what I need to say there. So I'm gonna lift this up. Looks like I'm already not doing the right stuff here. And get it into position so we can tack weld it. I know I'm gonna have to extend this frame out because we're about where we need to be right there, and obviously there ain't enough material here. But we can solve that problem. Back maybe.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Am I grounded enough, really?
Grounded?
Or not? Nothing, even to the frame. What the hell?
Try. Oh, let's see if it.
You gonna hold it?
Yeah.
You holding it?
Yep.
I got nothing. Fire out. Since it's by the fuel line there.
Oh, of course.
Right? Alright. So you want to hold that up since I'm in here? We'll tack the... You can't do that in film, I get that, but... Oh, geez, there's nowhere to tack it to inside here. It's going to have to be tacked to the outside.
Okay, so got it all tacked into place in the back, in the front. So now we're gonna pre-assemble the other one. We're gonna hang it. We're gonna try to get this as close as we can to match this other side. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, they are hanging there without the assistance of the jack. We've got them, according to the plumb bobs, pretty dang accurately close. And yeah, they're just tacked in right now, but that'll give us a reference point to what we need to do about this up here. Extend the frame, get that thing on there way better than that. But in the meantime, we can get moving on with the axle. So that's the plan. Okay, I just had to open up the hole here in the bottom of these, so these will sit down over the stack bolt nut. Now it's the moment of truth. We have the axle, and it's going under the truck. How did she disappear? I was gonna hand her this so I could help you. Slide it across there. I'm gonna come over here and grab it. Turn it vertical. It's hitting, is it hitting the stack bolt?
No.
Are you sure? Maybe, just barely, huh?
Mine's not.
Okay. She just fits in those cups tight, doesn't she?
Yeah.
You barely turn that axle.
Yeah, it's... Yep. Cool.
Okay.
That looks straight. Our bobbers did good.
Yeah. That's why we did the bobbers.
Thanks, Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight coming through. Well, you know, us coming through with the Harbor Freight part.
Yeah.
We know how to work them, so that makes the Harbor Freight parts come through. All right, what's our? We're getting ahead of ourselves here, but
Oh, she's eyeballing.
we
That looks-
want to set that 0.
0.
But we need like -3 or -2 or 3 for caster. But we want to make sure she's
Yeah, we'll do some
centered
measurements.
first too. So we'll get some measurements and get the caster set. And this mess we call the shop.
You gonna help?
Do what? You mirror. This is her favorite tool in the whole world. My little mirror. Huh, Mallory? Alright.
Colin doesn't need it. Well, he's
Yeah,
okay.
Colin doesn't play with my tools.
Not yet.
You got a tape?
I thought I had one.
Alright.
Off to the garage.
What I got?
You're 10 5/8.
Yeah.
I'm like 9 1/2. You gotta come my way.
Okay.
Will it slide? No.
Okay.
I'm at 10 3/4. You're gonna be less then.
I'm at like 10 1/4. Well, 9 1/4.
Wow. Okay. The problem is it's moving on these springs quite a bit too. You know what I mean? Give me a measurement on your side.
9 1/2.
9 1/2. Which means we moved it 1/4 of an inch. See, we're still like 10 1/2 here, so we gotta go your way. Woo. Sorry.
Are you good?
Ow, smacked me with the mirror.
Hey, kiddo.
9 3/4.
9 3/4, and I have
Like 10.
like 10 1/2 still.
10 1/2 still.
10 1/2
It didn't
still.
even move.
So it didn't move. Hold your thing down, lift it up, and then we need to go your way.
My way.
His way.
Right there.
You can go your own
No,
way.
it's 10.
10.
3/8.
You got 10 and 3/8.
And you're at 10?
I'm at 10.
Okay, so pick yours up and we'll barely move it towards you.
Okay.
Be done, man.
Done with the mirror.
So I'm at like 10 and an 8.
I am dead close to 10 and an 8.
Okay, so we're probably good there.
That's good there.
Where's my penny?
Where's
Take your
a
head out.
Sharpie?
Sharpie! And we need to be negative, and we are negative.
I'm gonna draw.
But that's like 5, and we need to be like 2 to 3
Before we
for our caster.
easy.
And that's so when you turn, your steering will return to center automatically. That's what that gives you.
Plot.
Drivability.
Come on, Mark.
Whoa. Look at that.
Time warp.
That is crazy.
Me. Shotty. Whoa, green, green.
That crazy?
Can you do what it's doing? Yeah, do it. Good job.
I didn't move it a bit, did I?
Whoa.
I need a screwdriver or something I can stick down through the hole.
What do you need?
So we can just go try that out.
Still the same.
Still didn't move it. It's in those things
Yeah, it doesn't move.
pretty serious like. And I'm going the wrong way.
That might help.
I don't think it moved.
Go the right way.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, we're still at 5. Matt,
What?
You're gonna have to lift it. 'cause
pick
it
this
won't
axle up.
rotate.
We're gonna have to make sure it stays where it's at. We gotta rotate it forward.
What are you gonna
This
fix?
goes. Man, it's like this spring perch here is seriously clamped on it.
That came down just fine. Came out.
It's crazy. It won't even move. All right, set her down on your side. All that chaos, we didn't move.
Where you at?
Negative
Grab me a
5.
bigger bar so I can just. I'm at negative 5.
Pull your thing down.
This guy?
Yeah, hold that down.
Oh, hold it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey, you broke it loose.
Find it in the toolbox.
Okay, go back. Okay. You're positive there, go back. Let's try that right there. That is.
That's needed.
Yeah, that was wedged in there. Good.
That's like. What is that? 3? Because that first hash is 5, so that's like 2, huh?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 somewhere.
I want to go 3.
Is that
Give
two?
me just that's 2, so we ain't moving it much, just a bump. Whoa, you're probably too far. And you went the wrong way. You're 0 now. Go back the other way. Okay, let's look at that. That's gonna settle to about 4. And I'm being picky.
Yeah, that's.
Okay,
Just barely.
roll it back to the back of the truck. Yep, just bump it barely. Whoa, that was way too far. That's 0, to give you a reference. We want 3. Oop, right there. Let's try that. That's money right there.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
we're right on.
That's
on the,
money.
the
Okay,
mark.
make sure you're still at our measurement, 10 and...
Yep. Because I can see where I marked it with the Sharpie.
I'm not there. You were there. Mine's like right at 10 or just...
Mine's at 10 1/4.
We've moved then. Dang it. Here,
Hold on. Hold yours.
tap it my way.
Yeah, just hold it.
Make sure you don't turn it. Just tap it. Okay, let me
gonna help?
I see
Pretty
you.
close, so we're good.
Don't pick your nose. That's gross.
Hey.
Are you stealing tools? Yeah?
He said,
What are you gonna take?
Dad.
still pretty close.
Hey, Colin. Yeah.
I am now.
Yeah, that's your
wasn't-
friend on top of the camera.
There. I want to make sure we're still here. Okay, we're good. Let's clamp it. I don't.
The shop kitty's helping today. She's gonna go investigate the pile of parts over here. Hey, you're supposed to be helping with the truck over there. Little kitty.
Shock brackets. Not seeing the parts we need. Problem with getting a kit. We don't know if you got it all. And there's no pictures on these instructions, so we're screwed.
Have this part number.
YouTube to the rescue, I guess.
Coming for YouTube to learn from YouTube. Now we'll get back to you when we figure it out.
Yeah. Are you supervising?
Freaking part numbers. That part number right there is not even on this paperwork.
I know, it's frustrating. Don't know how to assemble this axle. Looks like we're missing a plate. The U-bolts are square, so they won't go around the axle and sit over it and then bolt through this plate. So we either need a rounded U-bolt to go down and bolt in, or we need another plate so the square U-bolts can go under and stick up and grab the plate. Sorry, I'm off frame here. Rounded U-bolt over the axle and down through the holes, or a plate and our square U-bolts that we were given to go up through, capture the plate, and then nut down. And we're not seeing either one of those in the kit. Alright, so after doing some research, we've decided that we have to tack this axle onto the bracket, and the U-bolts go around the spring and bolt up into here. So we've never built a hot rod before. This is all new to us. So we're gonna get these tacked and bolt that U-bolt down. Got his welding attire on today, as you can tell.
What are you doing? Are you helping?
What's in there?
You working on your favorite truck?
What's in there?
What's that?
Wow, what's that? Should we put that in this truck? No? Yeah, later. Later, though. We'll do that later. Make it go fast, huh?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to drive it? Colin, are you going to drive the truck when you're a big boy? Yeah. Yeah. Do you like the truck?
Loves this truck.
You love the truck,
Huh,
huh?
dude? Yes, you do. Just noticed the engine over there today, huh?
Yeah.
Papa.
Alright guys, it's kingpin time. So I'm going to mount these spindles onto the new axle here and get this going. I'll put you on time lapse so you can see the process. Alright, and there we are. Both sides are assembled. Alright, time for the hub and rotors. Let's get them on this guy. Okay, so after, I would say, what's been 2 hours of trial and error, try this, try that, because there's no instructions on what goes where and what goes first and what you mount with it and how the bolts go, and wow. And like I said, this is my first one of these. I've never done any of this hot rod stuff, so that is an accomplishment. But I still have the other side to do, so I won't bore you with all of that. But now that I know what I'm doing, hopefully this other side only takes me about 30 minutes. Alright guys, I've had a day of it here. I've been on this front end three-ish hours or more, I think, trying to sort this stuff out. Instructions are so very vague that you don't know what's going on. Well, let me show you where I'm at. There it is, all assembled and working. Hub, rotor, caliper, steering arm, caliper bracket. I figured once I figured out one side, the other side would go easier. Well, not the case. The caliper bracket can mount 2 ways. I mounted the bracket the wrong way. Had to take it all apart again, go back together with it again. I got something in my eye here. Anyway, time to go in and eat some dinner and rest up. So it's gonna do it for this video. At least the thing's got a front end under it. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll put some wheels and tires on this thing, make it a roller again, get working on some brakes and steering. So thanks for watching.